The New York Mets have stayed relatively quiet this offseason, and that silence has only fueled concern among fans after a disappointing year that ended without a playoff appearance. While there is still time to reshape the roster, expectations were much higher following the blockbuster addition of Juan Soto last winter. Compared to that move, recent additions like Devin Williams, Jorge Polanco, Marcus Semien, and Luke Weaver feel more like fine-tuning than a true transformation. That is why attention has shifted toward the trade market, where one name continues to gain traction. Milwaukee Brewers starting pitcher Freddy Peralta has emerged as a potential difference-maker, and league voices believe the Mets may need him more than anyone else in New York. During a recent SNY segment, Anthony McCarron made it clear that Peralta fits the Mets far better than the Yankees, largely because of New York's pressing rotation concerns. While the Yankees are dealing with temporary injuries, the Mets lack a true ace presence, and Peralta checks that box. Peralta is not just another arm. He represents top-of-the-rotation quality, and acquiring him would immediately change the complexion of the Mets' pitching staff. However, that upgrade would come at a steep cost. McCarron outlined a realistic trade package that would likely test the patience of even the most prospect-friendly fans. Names like Brandon Sproat, Jacob Reimer, and Dylan Ross were floated as the type of young talent Milwaukee would demand in return. Sproat is viewed as a key pitching prospect, while Reimer brings power potential that could translate at the next level. Ross, meanwhile, is a high-velocity reliever who could contribute to a major league bullpen very soon. Giving up that combination would hurt, but McCarron emphasized that Peralta's resume justifies the price. A pitcher who finished near the top of Cy Young voting does not come cheaply, especially in today's market. The urgency behind a move like this becomes even clearer when listening to former Mets general manager Jim Duquette. He recently offered a blunt assessment of the roster as it currently stands. According to Duquette, the Mets do not look like a postseason team yet, particularly when digging into rotation rankings and advanced metrics. Several key positions lag behind league averages, and the competition within the division is only getting tougher. Atlanta remains strong, Philadelphia looks dangerous, and even teams that were once afterthoughts are trending upward. In that context, standing pat feels risky. Duquette acknowledged that more moves could be coming, but he made it clear that without a significant addition, optimism requires a lot of imagination. A trade for Freddy Peralta would be bold, expensive, and controversial. But it might also be the clearest path for the Mets to shift from hovering on the fringe to becoming a legitimate contender again.